Well, while we're all itching now, thinking about that, let's bring in Brad because you have that skeeter meter and I'm guessing it's probably high right now.
Yeah, it still is. I mean, we're still seeing a huge uptick in mosquitoes because of the weather patterns, but also all the rain from Debbie. Remember, there was so much standing water after that 3 weeks ago. Those mosquitoes were breeding like crazy and they really haven't gone away. So the weather the next couple of days, light winds, warmer temperatures, humidity, everything you just saw in Megan's piece there. Mosquitoes love this. So the next 3 days, they're really bad. And I've noticed immediately when you go outside, they're attacking you. Now, everyone will ask, when is this going to go away? The numbers could go down slightly with cooler, drier weather, but you really need a hard freeze to get rid of them for the winter. And that normally doesn't happen until late October, early November. Our average first freeze is like November 8th. So we've got a long ways to go before we get there. So hate to tell you, there's no huge improvement there coming anytime soon. Not as hot this weekend, closer to 90 as opposed to almost triple digits today. Storms, yeah, more of those every afternoon, but cooler temperatures next week. A significant cool down is on the horizon. The storms we've seen today have kind of reminded me of summer pop-up storms. We call them air mass storms because they form in hot, humid air masses. There's really nothing triggering them, and because they're not moving much or they're tilted, the updraft goes up, it gets cold, comes down, and it shuts down the updraft with the downdraft, and they kind of cancel each other out. So you see these storms bubble up and almost immediately fall apart. That's also why oftentimes I'll hear storms always go around my house. It's because when storms form in this kind of setup, they don't move and keep going. They just form and dissipate. So they have to form over you to get much needed rain. If they're forming over your neighbors or off to the east, you're likely never going to see them because they bubble up and by the time they get to you, they fall apart. So it's all about where they form, not where they're moving. But up in the mountains, we do have one severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Ashe County. This is up until 7 o'clock. Some gusty winds, some lightning, also some small hail possible there. Tomorrow, I think the risk for severe weather will be elevated as this backdoor front gets closer to us. We had a low risk tonight, but honestly, most of the storms have been tame. Tomorrow, probably a little better chance of seeing a storm, but still on the low end of severity, meaning maybe 10% of the storms that form tomorrow could be severe. So as we go through the weekend, your impact's still hot, but I'd say still warm, but not hot. In this case, probably 90 degrees next couple days, scattered late day storms, and big cool down is going to be a huge impact for next week. There's that backdoor front trying to slide south. It doesn't quite get here. The main front that cools us off is up here. This will arrive on Sunday into Monday. That's when we'll see our best chance of storms and also some cooler temperatures. Tomorrow, fog in the morning, then pop-up storms in the afternoon. Same story for Saturday. You're going to repeat this probably all weekend long until we get to Monday when cooler air starts to move into the region. That's when we see some significant changes from that cold front. You see the chances 50%. I actually think I could go up a little bit higher there for Saturday, maybe 30, 40%, 60% on Sunday, then drier for the start of next week, but noticeably cooler. Pretty humid this weekend, 60s for dew points near 70, but next week, oh, here comes a taste of autumn just in time for September. In the tropics, 40% chance of development. We got to keep an eye on the tropics because things are going to get hot down there as well, with quite a few storms likely developing in the next 7 days. We're getting towards the peak of the season as we go into early parts of September all the way through October. So even with cooler air heading our way, which we're going to see, we're still not out of the woods for tropical season, which goes all the way till the end of November. Your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Holiday weekend, scattered storms each day, near 90, but cooler Monday. Check out the 10-day forecast, though. Dramatically cooler air for next week with highs only in the 70s.